Are you looking for the next craft beer to try? Well, maybe Flying Buffalo from Griffin Claw Brewing is the one for you. Welcome back, everybody. So today we are going to try Flying Buffalo. Now, they do make variations on this. There's like an orange, a raspberry, a coffee, and all those. I do have 3 other ones, but I wanted to start with the base as I'm not sure how much different these are than the other ones. I'm going to grab a Flying Buffalo. So here is a bottled Flying Buffalo. This is a roasted coffee one from Great Lakes Coffee. And I'm not sure if this is the same as the can versions. Again, I don't like looking anything up, so we'll just have to play this out as it goes. Like I said, this is the coffee. I do have a coffee one, but I almost want to say it's a gray can. Then I also have another bottle of this that is in the fridge, so I will have to look at that. But again, we will go through these and we'll just have to see what they are as we get to them. As, again, I don't look anything up. I'm just going to put that back over there. So again, this is the standard 12% ABV, aged in bourbon barrels. This one was aged for 9 months. I thought I just saw something. Imperial Stout is on the can. IBUs are not. This was $6.69. I did pick this up at Hoffman Street Grocery in Three Rivers. By Untapped, it's saying it's 55 IBUs, and Untapped has this as a Russian Imperial Stout. This is the 2018 version. I'll just take this off there just so we don't get any glue in the actual beer. This has been out about 15 minutes. Probably not to the warmest side, but it is. I'm brewing a beer today. It's about 40 degrees, so it is going to get colder than you would actually drink it. So let's go ahead and get it in here. Just from looking at it, I am going to say it's a lighter body than I thought it was going to be. But we will go ahead and see what we get. I don't know how many years they've been making this. Obviously, on Untapped, it does have 2018 in parentheses. I'm pretty sure they did it last year, but I don't know how far back they are going. We don't have a head, any head at all, which is kind of weird. I thought we would at least get some. If we take a look at the color, I would say dark brown. It is kind of amber on the sides and on the bottom. Can't see through it, obviously. Let's go ahead and get a smell. A sweet alcohol, vanilla, roasted malt. Nothing too big. Yeah, that bourbon barrel does come out a little bit. Oak, vanilla, sweetness is what you're picking up, but it's not overly done. And again, I don't know if it's from pouring it. It smells thin. It doesn't smell like a thick, dark beer as I'm used to it. But let's go ahead and get a taste. Good roasted malt up front. You do pick up some of that barrel, that oak, that vanilla. As it goes back, a hint of chocolate. But I think where this beer really shines right off the bat is in that roasted barrel oak up front. There is some sweetness in there. I would go with medium body, nothing more than that. I think it should be a little bit heavier. It is probably a tiny bit cold, but as in the aftertaste, it's like a mixture of chocolate, roasted malt, and oak. I would be interested to see why they pick 9 months on the barrel, or if they did a test to do like 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, and pick out what one is working the best. Obviously, they're losing money technically every single month they let it age because they're not making the money. And I don't know if 3 months, how much a taste, aroma 3 months would add to a beer like this. But yeah, roasted malt, oak, vanilla, barrel, bourbon up front. Kind of goes back into a chocolate. Maybe a touch of bitterness. My throat is kind of warm in the aftertaste. But yeah, that aftertaste, I'm starting to get like some more chocolate out of it, like a chocolate roasted malt with some oak in there. Pretty solid. I would probably have to go a 4.25 out of 5. Like I think they need more. The body needs to be picked up. I know it's going to lose some of that body from putting it in a barrel. I think they should have went a little bit heavier, especially if they've been doing this for more than 1 year. I think it could stand a bigger body. And I want some more of that oak and that bourbon to come out a little bit more, and that roasted malt. I think it's all a little too mellow, and I think that's because they use less, because that's why the body isn't a full body or a heavy bodied beer. But yeah, 4.25 out of 5. Untapped, 7 of my friends have rated this, average 4.25 out of 5. 489 people have rated this, average 4.19 out of 5. 4.5, 4.25. I wanted Kyle V did give this a 4.25, and that looks like about it. So yeah, pretty solid beer. Definitely one I would pick up and try if you're into those bourbon barrel stouts. $6.69 to me is probably right in the wheelhouse for this type of beer, especially at 12%. Bell's barrel aged expedition stout is about $7. I think that brings more chocolate and more of a body. So maybe if this was around $5.50, $6, it would probably be a better deal. I don't remember what the ABV on Bell's was, but yeah, I think Griffin Claw did a good job with this. I'm excited to try the other variants that I do have of this. I will let them warm up a little bit more before I drink them. So if you like this review, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. Check out 31st Brewing. And until next time, happy brewing.